And I'm back with more Persona 5 Royal. That last bit was not the easiest to get through. But I was able to take a few minutes after the recording to just clear my head. And, Mishima, fuck you. Seriously? I guess. Man, really? Mishima, of all people? Fuck. Well, whatever.
It's rained so much.
It's raining.
I don't want to deal with you. Nerd.
Alright, let's go.
Nah. I don't want to deal with you. Today's my treat. Phantom thieves are all about fancy stuff like this, right? That's why we're here. Oh, and it's just the two of us, so don't be afraid to go all out. What do you want to eat? Doesn't it? Meat's perfect for teenage boys like us. Or tough boys. By the way, this place is all you can eat, so make sure you get your money's worth.
Actually...
Anyway, I posted on the fan site that I had connection to you guys, and the fandom really ate it up. Don't worry, though. Didn't say anything that would point to my true identity. I did end up talking about how expensive it was. Oh. I got some donations. We're pretty generous. But I guess our loving sponsors just wanted to show support. Not bad for strategic management, huh? I'm buttering him up. Personally, I think this is deplorable. It was a piece of cake for someone as skilled as me. Let's take advantage of it. Oh, and it's okay to see this as an organizational expense, right? No. Wait a minute. I've seen the news of people using donations and stuff for other than publicized is a serious crime. Food's definitely an acceptable business expense, though. But can the same be said for a buffet? No.
Oh.
The more I think about this, the more I shouldn't use the... Yeah, no shit. I mean, people would get mad for a politician using tax money. Same possibility applies to the Phantom Thieves. I guess returning the... Yo, yeah, no shit.
That's right.
Yeah. We really need to make sure to keep the image of the Phantom Thieves in our minds. I think I'll return the money. It might be a good idea. Man, maybe I was born to do this strategy stuff. Don't worry, I'm still gathering info on the forum too. Everything so far has been close to home, but these next ones are gonna blow your socks off. Okay. It took him an inordinate amount of time to figure out not to use donations for a non-specific purpose. We're returning the money. How are we gonna cover our meal? Flat broke. Dork. Should have just gone to Big Bang Burger. Moron. I don't like dealing with this guy. I don't like Mishima at all. He's just a turd. Oh yeah, and when you do Mishima's things, he'll give you more requests to do for mementos. So corrupt store manager. Okay. Well, once we get to mementos someday, we'll take care of it. A lot of these you don't really have to do, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, Takemi, Ryuji, Makoto. Alright. Huh? Kasumi. Oh, Kasumi's max, so there's not really much I can do.
Well... Thank you.
Alright, let's keep going. Aiko's boyfriend Skasa's been sending me a lot of texts lately. His days and nights are reversed due to his work, so he often sends me a good morning at night. For now, I'm not sure. I'll definitely tell Aiko if he's asked me out on a date. But the more things are generally normal, it's more like, how are you doing, and how's your boyfriend, and hope you have a good day. Do you think the relationship could actually be serious? Was I just blind to think, or biased to think he just wants her for money?
Yes.
I mean, it does sound like a TV show. A lying host who tricks women into debt and then forces them to sell their... I mean, we just got through Kanashiro's thing. It makes perfect sense. These things exist, right? My father even mentioned them way back.
It seems...
They take advantage of the loneliness of those girls to feed on them, to force feed them into horrible situations. Then, after ensuring the girls are buried in crippling debt, they make them sell their bodies. There are other ways they force girls into it. Blackmail, illegal immigration. There are countless victims. Countless gangs as well. My father was going after a particularly vicious one when... In the course of his investigation, he was hit by a truck. The impact killed him instantly. At first, I thought it was an accident. But at the funeral, I overheard my supervisor talking with my sister. He was saying he'd been targeted and assassinated. They suspected that the gang he was investigating hired the driver. I don't know. The driver died on impact as well. Apparently they found drugs in his bloodstream. Either way, the gang had been pushed back into the shadows thanks to Shinjuku's cleanup operation. I'm not sure any of that would have happened if it weren't for my father. He truly was, wasn't he? I wish I could be a little more like him myself. Instead, I've just been hesitant. It's actually why my sister became a prosecutor to begin with. She couldn't stand by and watch evil prevail over justice. That passion undoubtedly came from our father. Our mother passed away years back, so when father was killed, we had to survive on our own. The responsibility, the pressure of all that fell on my sister. And because of that, she can't help but talk down to her father at times. She even says his death was no different than surrender. But I still look up to him. I was often lonely because of how much time he spent at work. But seeing him tirelessly pursue one case after another was nothing short of incredible. That's how my father chose to live his life, trying to bring justice and order to the world around him.
Yes.
Yeah. Come to think of it, there was something he used to say to me all the time. The most important thing in your life is how you choose to live it. How do I choose to live? And more importantly, how do I want to live?
I see.
Oh, you're right. I can still change my path going forward. To be honest, I've been determined to follow the path my sister laid out for me. After my father's death, I wanted to lighten the burden on her. Oh, we're supposed to be talking about Eiko here. Sorry. Actually, I've never talked to anyone about my father. It's such a painful memory to look back on. But I feel comfortable discussing it with you. And besides, I think I understand my own life a little better now. Level 7! Shadow Factorization allows you to see null, repel, and drain when highlighting an enemy.
Alright.
So it's an extra buffer to tell you, hey, this may or may not work. Maybe I'll like skip college and go marry Skasa instead. I guess she's choosing how to want to live too. Another message. You serious about him? How about a double wedding?
Well?
Well, I requested, I don't know. I couldn't even begin to think about marriage. By the way, can you keep pretending to be my boyfriend a little bit longer? It's the best method I have to keep tabs. At any rate, thanks for listening. I'll let you know if anything else comes up. Pretending to be her boyfriend is not a problem. I'm okay with that. Totally not a perv, shut up. Besides, Makoto's probably one of my favorite characters other than Haru, so under a normal situation, I would usually choose her as a social link anyway, or as a romance option. So, yeah, for me, it's kind of between Makoto and Haru, pretty much. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, let's take a break from Hifumi just a little bit and talk to Iwai. Welcome. Hi. Nope. Alright. Untouchable.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. You should be grateful. How the hell are you supposed to clean all that? That's like so many boxes, and
See ya.
that's like, it's gotta be a super delicate operation to clean all that shit. But here on out, we're back in story mode. Because today is apparently the day. I didn't hook up my camera yet. I'll wait until tomorrow's recordings to do it. So, let's see what we can do.
Isn't today our deadline for dealing with Medjed? Futaba's still asleep too. This won't be good.
Hey. There's something I came to do. Today's the day Wakaba passed. I do this every year. Here, I've got a cup for you too. Futaba reminds me so much of her mother. She's a smart girl. Doesn't just go with the flow either. Wakaba, your work and your kid were so fulfilling for you. Why'd you have to die so suddenly? That reminds me. You saw me talking to that prosecutor. I mean, that woman in the suit, right? I remember you were real bothered by it. She might come back, so I guess I should tell you about it. That woman was trying to get information on Wakaba's research out of me.
That's what we heard in the palace.
You don't need to know what the research was about. Just know there was some trouble around it. Obviously, Wakaba got dragged into that as well. They ruled her death as suicide. But I've got my doubts.
Doubts? Could she have been killed?
Supposedly, there were people who wanted to take her research and use it for their own benefit. Don't get me wrong, though. I don't have a lick of evidence. That's why I haven't told Futaba any of this. I don't want to cause her any more trouble.
It sounded like she had suspicions of her own based on what she said in the palace.
Still, there's one thing I regret. It was right before Wakaba died. She told me, I think I might die.
Jesus.
I brushed it off, thinking it was just a joke. But if I had just taken her seriously... That's another reason I took Futaba in. redemption. She went through such horrible things. Those heartless adults just yelled at the poor girl. Hey, how do you heal emotional scars? Of course, sorry. Futaba?
It's cold.
Huh?
You can't sell this.
Never mind that. But how did you get here?
I walked?
You're okay?
Was that bad?
That's not it. I'm just shocked to see you out of the house.
I'm sorry I worried you.
It's all right.
By the way, what's the date today?
It's the 21st.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, that's it. Let's take care of it now. Come.
Okay. Hooray! So get ready to spend the entire day in a hacker's room.
It's my turn to help out.
Yeah.
Medjed. Now how do we cook them? Huh. Violent much? Hey, Futaba. We don't have much time left. Are you sure you could do this? The kitty talked? Is this a dream? I'm going back to sleep. It is not a dream! Get up! Say something! Right. Now hurry it up! I guess it doesn't matter. Let's get cracking. You're just tapping away over there. Are you sure this will work? Mm-hmm. Hey, Futaba!
She's focusing. Shut up.
I don't think she can hear me. Talk about intense concentration.
This is what I do to avoid customers that are outside of my job.
I'm surprised she can focus at all.
I do this at work sometimes when people are like I open the store early and there's like 20 minutes to go and people are banging on the door. It's like, we open at 12, god damn it. I'm not going to open the door. So I do this sort of thing. I keep focusing on counting money.
Futaba, you should really clean your room a bit. Huh. She's not listening. Oh well. Just waiting around is boring.
Uh,
Whew. It looks a little better now, don't you think? Well, Futaba, we're done on our end. Are you finished yet? She can't hear a word I'm saying. Guess we'll just have to keep waiting. I'm done! What's up? Something happened? It's finished. Finished? It's so clean. Why? We cleaned it. Anyway, is it true? Did you really take care of Medjed? I handled them, and someone else handled my room. I don't understand, but this is good. Futaba? Futaba, what's wrong?
that is such a terrible sleeping position. That is such a terrible sleeping position. That is so bad for your back.
Taken care of. I guess we should get home and sleep too.
Ugh. I mean, even with the kitty pillow, I'm just like, no. Yeah. Yeah. We're doing the thing, yay.
Let's do it.
Alright, the game's giving me a chance to call it here, so might as well. We're finally gonna get back to plot. And we shall do it next time. Yay, Futaba's away! Let's go!